Hey guys, KRX here with another review. This time I'll be reviewing the AC11 Kamen Rider Gaim Kachidoki arms from Kamen Rider Gaim. This is the 11th release in the Arms Chain series, and is Kamen Rider Gaim's second power-up form. So this set includes a few things: one figure, one arms, and two weapons. So to start, let's take a look at the base figure. So, this is once again a Japanese style body, as it's a Gaim base figure. However, this one has more differences than the one used for Jinba Lemon arms. So to compare, here is the original Gaim figure. Starting off with the head, you can see the first difference would be in the crest. Not only is it larger, but it now has these two feathery protrusions sticking out as these kind of extra horns. You'll also see a mouth guard between the eyes and the mouth plate, and the chin piece is now painted in gold. You'll also see that the gold color used here is a slightly lighter gold than on the original one. Moving down, you can see that on the gauntlets there are these orange and red armor pieces. Those cover the back of the hands. Then with the Sengoku driver, there is no Luxie's holder on the side, nor a holster for the Muso saber, and in the center is the Kachidoki Lockseed painted in orange. From there, the rest of it is the same as the other Gaim figures. And so as such, the articulation is the same: ball joint head, 360 arm rotation, in and out, bicep swivel, single joint elbows, wrist swivel, two finger joints, waist swivel, leg go forward and back, in and out, thigh swivel, single joint knees, and ankle joints, ball joint ankles. Next up is the Kachidoki arms. This one is based on orange, similarly to the orange Lockseed. However, this one has a different design. To start, instead of most of this being orange plastic, most of this is actually black plastic painted in orange. So starting from the front, you can see that it's layered. The layering goes from the top to the bottom, goes all the way around. You can see an orange stripe down the middle. And all along it are these molded-on rivets that give it an orange-like texture. On the front are also the two Kachidoki Hata, or Kachidoki flags. As you can see, each have a Gaim symbol tempoed on there. And the handles are metallic blue. On the side you can see the ton bomb pieces here, which are basically the same pattern but reversed. Each of them have a section, the top section being red, and then the bottom two sections are orange, the rest of it being black. Each one of them have kind of lock hangers at the top. Same on the other side. Going around to the back, you can see more of it. And down here is where you get the actual metallic orange plastic, with bits of black paint and metallic red. Comparing to the original orange arms, you can see that it's larger, and this one has no opening in the bottom, as this one needs to be unfolded to initiate the transformation. Next you have the weapons, which are the Hinawa Daidai Jiju in Ju mode and Taiken mode. Starting off with Ju mode, it's molded in black with orange paint. You can see all the necessary details, including the turntable. Got the Lockseed port, the barrels here, slot for the Muso saber, and the fold-up handle. You can have the lever here for changing the settings. Here's the back side, which also has the necessary details. Then you have the Taiken mode, which is actually two pieces. There's this piece for the blade, and the second piece, which is a Muso saber, which is identical to the past ones, but it has no paint and is just the metallic dark blue plastic. So that one goes right into the slot here. It has this part slide in, just like on the deluxe one, and they'll lock into place. And so as you can see here, it has all the same details, except now you have the extra bit of blade extended out at the top. And they even made a second handle here to make it screen accurate. So for the transformation, this one is a little bit more complicated than most, and is probably the most complicated of any of the arms. This one does need a little bit of transformation before attaching it. So to start off, take the side panels and unclip them, the top ones, and pull them out. Then unclip the bottom ones from the back. Do the same thing on the other side. Just like that. And we're going to go down to the bottom, and you have these two pieces. So we're going to unclip them. Just like that. We're going to take this bottom part, actually rotate it forward a little bit. Just like that. And you got this piece, which is a little bit of a troublesome part, just because you have this helmet piece here, which does get revealed in the transformation, and it doesn't like to stay in place. It has pegs, but they're very loose. So actually getting that in place, the actual way you're supposed to do this is rotate the flags, get this in there like that. This is a little bit tricky to do when it actually comes out of place. Just placing this back in here. The actual thing you want to do is to take this piece here and rotate it back. Then you'll have it like this. Rotate the flags up a little bit like so. Straighten these out. And bring this forward so it's about at a 90-degree angle with the harness piece. So there you have it ready to equip. So take the Gaim figure. You'll want to slide it through and place it on here like so. First get the helmet piece into place. And in a lot of cases you'll kind of have to press it down onto the head to get it to stay in place. Then clip on the shoulder piece like so. Then you can do the rest of your transformation. So first up, take the front part, and take this part and actually unfold it by folding this piece forward, then out, so it extends out like so. Then move the arms aside and fold this all the way down like so. Then secure it in place. So this is resting underneath the Kachidoki lock seed. Take these two pieces and move them outwards so they're at angles like this, and rotate these back. Then take the back piece, and on this hinge here, fold it all the way down so it's on the back, and have the flag sticking straight up. And for the shoulder pieces, it's a little bit tricky, but what you want to do is on this hinge piece here, first rotate this around like so. And take the second hinge and take the panel and rotate it around 180 degrees like this. Then move it down onto the shoulder and do the same on the other side. And there you have Kamen Gaim Kachidoki arms. So taking a look at this, this is a much more complex armor than past arms. And it's personally my favorite form of Gaim. There are a lot of new details that are revealed here. First, starting off with the helmet. See, it's got a new helmet piece with wings on side similar to the ones on orange arms. And these have bits of gold detail and black paint. You got the actual back part here, which resembles the outer part of the Kachidoki arms. You also have the orange pattern on the inside, which is the same as the one for orange arms and the Jinba arms. You got the new chest piece, which actually has the Gaim symbol in gold and black, with this part around it with the mold-on rivets, and then these 4 panels on the outsides that are painted in metallic red. And you actually have armor that goes on the legs, which is connected by these two these kind of rods or kind of cables. You got the armor here, which covers up the front and the sides. There is nothing on the back. That does kind of hinder the articulation a little bit, but you can still move this out of the way since it is hinged. You got the shoulder armor. It actually lines up very well and matches the gauntlet armor. You have the back piece, which contains the 2 flags. These can actually be removed as they're pegged on, just like so. You can equip it to Gaim and have him hold one in each hand. So basically something like this. Now of note is that the Kachidoki Hata here are not the same size that they are in the show, as they're kind of scaled more for the arms mode. As you can see here, the handles are very short. And the flags are actually a bit small. But he does use these in combat. Then when you're done, you can clip them back on with these 2 pegs right here. And just make sure that the flags are facing back like this, so that the design is on the outside. Just take the hole, put it in, and snap it into place. And these are on joints, so if you want, you can kind of rotate them back a little bit, rotate them forward a little bit. And of course, you can also have him hold his other primary weapons, the Hinawa Daijiju. Or I guess weapon. I just say weapons just because there are 2 of them. Of course, you can hold the Ju mode in one hand. You just get in there, secure down the fingers. And this is a little bit tricky just because of the 2-finger system and the way this is a very curved handle. Sometimes you'll kind of have him holding it like this. But you can kind of get it in a way that he won't drop it. You can kind of angle it like this. Sometimes it's a little bit easier if you kind of pose him with it being held in his left hand and then having him brace the other side with his right hand. The much easier one for him to hold is the Taiken mode, since that uses the same handle as the Muso Saber. You can also have him hold the other side, have the same handle in the other hand. for something like this. And it is a nice size, it does scale well. You can get some pretty cool poses with it. And yeah, like I said earlier, the articulation in general is a little bit hindered because of the skirt armor, but it can be moved out of the way somewhat. And thankfully, the shoulder armor is a lot more articulated, so that one really doesn't get in the way at all. You still have, full motion forward and back. Obviously, locked upward motion is because of the way they're on top here. But all in all, I think this is a great figure. What I really like about this figure is basically the way the armor, not just covers the upper body, but also has armor on the lower body as well. It really does make it stick out a lot more, and the way it has a consistent color scheme all throughout makes it a very good looking form. Now, like a lot of other Gaim riders and forms, there is an SHP Arts version available. That one isn't too expensive, and if you're looking for one that has a bit better articulation and is more show accurate, then you can go for that one. But this is definitely one I can certainly recommend for arm chain collectors and those who want a more playable Kachidoki arms. The figure looks great, the weapons are very well detailed, and the articulation is a bit hindered because of the design, but not too hindered. And of course, you can use this for any of your other arm chain figures, and use any of the other arms on this figure. So definitely a worthwhile pickup. Thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and check my channel for more videos, as well as my Facebook page. And for now, this is Kachidoki, riding off.